Hello everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube station, and we're going to play some Action PC Baseball, continue our series with the 1927 Yankees in Murderers Row, take on all comers here in the Bronx, Yankee Stadium, the house that Ruth built, will be taking on the 1962 San Francisco Giants, who would win the National League pennant, but would lose to the Yankees in the World Series 4-3. The Giants of 1962 finished 103 wins and 62 losses. That is an odd record that I looked up just to double check to make sure that was the correct record in Baseball Reference, and that's the correct record. 165 regular season games. I don't know if there's a playoff between them and the Dodgers because they finished a game ahead of the Dodgers. I didn't really look into that, but it's just an odd number, 165. The 27 Yankees will win the World Series over the Cardinals. They finished 110 and 44. On the mound for the Yankees, Urban Shocker. And Urban Shocker is 18 wins, 6 losses, 2.84 earned run average. He'll be opposed by Juan Marichal for the Giants, who was 18 wins, 11 losses, 3.36 earned run average. Let's give you the starting lineups for the San Francisco Giants. Once again, this is the series of the 1927 Yankees take on all comers. So they're always playing a team that their one-game series against teams throughout the decades with their best pitcher. The Yankees are currently 6 wins, 7 losses in this series of them taking on all comers. So Keane will lead off and play left field. Alou is in right, batting second. Willie Mays is in center, batting third. The Baby Bull, Orlando Cepeda, batting fourth, playing first base. Willie McCovey's the designated hitter, batting fifth. Batting sixth, the third baseman Davenport. Batting seventh, the second baseman Hiller. Doing the catching and batting eighth is Holler. And the shortstop batting ninth, Jose Pagan. For the hometown 1927 Yankees in Murderers Row, Combs leading off in center field. Koenig batting second, playing shortstop. The Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig, batting third, playing first. The Bambino, Babe Ruth, the cleanup hitter, playing right field. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Musso. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Tony Lazzeri. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Pasquale. Batting eighth, playing third, is Dugan. Batting ninth and doing the catching is Collins. So Harvey Keane steps to the plate. As I said, Urban Shocker's on the mound, 18 wins, 6 losses, 2.84 earned run average. Behind the plate you have Pat Collins, average defensive catcher with a below average arm. At third base and shortstop, you have Dugan and Koenig. They're both 7 out of 10 defensive range. Tony Lazzeri at second, 8 out of 10. And Lou Gehrig at first, 9 out of 10. So those are some solid numbers there. In left field, you have Musil, 4 out of 10 range, 9 out of 10 arm. You have Combs in center, 9 out of 10 range, 4 arm. And Babe Ruth, average range, but a cannon for an arm in right. So Harvey Keane steps to the plate for the 1962 San Francisco Giants, National League champions, runner-up in the World Series to the Yankees. He batted .304, 10 home runs, 68 runs driven in. And off right-handed pitching, batted .294. I will be managing the 62 San Francisco Giants. The computer always manages the 1927 Yankees. Keane digs in. Here's the pitch by Shocker. And it's a fly ball to Musil next, 1 down. Here comes Felipe Alou. In 1962, Alou batted 316, 25 home runs, 98 runs driven in. Off right-handed pitching, 300. Shocker gets the sign from Collins. Here's the pitch to Alou. Alou grounds to Koenig, who fires to Lou Gehrig, 2 down. Here comes the great, the say-hey kid, Willie Mays. Mays in 1962 batted .304, 49 round trippers, 141 runs driven in. 289 off right-handed pitching. 2 outs, nobody on. Mays looking to extend the inning here. Collins sets the target. Here's the pitch to Mays. Mays swings, and Combs makes the catch in shallow left center field side, retired. We go to the bottom of the first, no score. Due up for the 1927 Yankees. Combs, Koenig, and Gehrig. In the chat we have Blade 117. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. So in this replay project, Earl Combs is batting .397, 1 home run, 7 runs knocked in. He's currently riding a 13-game hitting streak. In 1927, Earl Combs batted .356, 6 home runs, 64 RBIs. So Juan Marichal is on the mound for the Giants. 18 wins, 11 losses, 1 save, 3.36 earned run average. Behind the plate, Tom Holler, average defensive catcher with a below-average arm. Davenport's excellent at third, 10 out of 10 range. Pagan, 8 out of 10 at short, so that's very good. Hiller at second's average, 5 out of 10. And Cepeda's above average at first, 6 out of 10. In left field, Harvey Keene, 5 out of 10 range. A poor arm of 2 out of 10. Willie Mays, absolutely outstanding in center, 10 out of 10 range, 8 out of 10 arm. And Felipe Alou, 6 out of 10 range, 7 out of 10 arm. So here comes Earl Combs. He digs in that left-hander's batter's box. 363 and 27 off right-handed pitching. Holler flashes the signs. Marichal nods his head. The windup in the big leg kick. Here's the pitch to Combs. And that ball is deep to Mays in center field. Down the track, he makes the catch, 1 down. Blade 117 says he's doing good. I always wait for you to make a live stream. Well, thank you, my friend. How was school today? Anything new on your channel? If you'd like, check out Blade 117. That's BLADE space 117. He has some stop motion videos with Legos. It's kind of fun. I'd enjoyed them. I watched 2 of them the other day. Alright. So here comes Mark Koenig, batting .179, no home runs, 5 runs driven in. In 1927, he batted .285, 3 homers and 62 runs driven. Another left-handed batter. Marichal gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Koenig. That's a fly ball to left field. Harvey Keene tracks it down in the corner, out number 2. So 2 down, and here comes the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. Gehrig batting .333 in this replay. 4 home runs, 5 runs knocked in. In actuality, .373, 47 home runs, and 175 runs driven in. Another left-handed batter for these 27 Yankees. Marichal looks in at Holler, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to the Iron Horse. Gehrig swings, sends it deep to right field. Lou makes the catch, side, retired. 1-2-3, go to the Yankees. We go to the top of the second, scoreless here in the Bronx. Due up for the 62 Giants. Cepeda, McCovey, and Davenport. Here's the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda batting .306, 35 round trippers, and 114 runs batted in 1962. Blade 117 says, school was awesome. Excellent to hear. Always like to hear that. Right-handed batter, Cepeda digs in against the right-handed thrown shot. 325 off right-handed pitcher. Collins sets the target. Here's the pitch to Cepeda. And Cepeda strikes out. 1 down. Here comes stretch, Willie McCovey. He's the designated hitter. He batted .293, 20 home runs, 54 runs driven in, .292 off right-handed pitching. He's a left-handed batter. Shocker toes the rubber, looks in at Collins. Here's the pitch to McCovey. McCovey swings, grounds it back to Shocker, who fires to Gehrig. Out number 2. No one on, 2 outs, and here comes the third baseman, Jim Davenport. Davenport, 297, 14 home runs, 58 runs driven in. Another right-handed batter. He batted 293 off right-handed pitching in 1962. Shocker looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. He's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Davenport. Davenport swings and misses. Side retired. It was tipped, but the catcher held on to it. Collins held on to it. So we go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless here in the house that Babe Ruth built, Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Due up for the Yankees, Babe Ruth, Bob Musil, and Tony Lazzeri. Babe Ruth has struggled so far in this replay. 204, though he has 5 home runs and 11 runs driven in. In actuality, Babe Ruth had 356, 60 home runs, which at the time broke his record, and drove in 164 runs. That record would stand until Roger Maris would hit 61. And then McGuire beat Maris's record, so on and so forth. So here's Babe Ruth, left-handed batter. Marichal gets the sign from Holler. He delivers. Ruth swings. It's a pop-up to Cepeda at first. He makes the catch, 1 down. Here comes Bob Musil. Musil batting 189, 1 home run, 1 RBI. In actuality, in 1927, 337, 8 home runs, 103 runs driven in. Yankee fans are hoping that Musil gets hot. Right-handed batter. Batted 331 off right-handed pitching. Holler flashes the signs. Marichal nods his head. The big windup, the leg kick. Here's the pitch to Musil. And he strikes him out. Got him to chase a pitch out of the zone on the 0-2 count. So there's 2 down, no one on, and here comes Tony Lazzeri, the Yankees second baseman. He's struggling in this replay. Only batting 130, 2 home runs, 5 runs driven in. In actuality, in 1927, Tony Lazzeri batted 309, 18 home runs, 102 runs driven in. Right-handed batter. Marichal works quickly. Here's the pitch to Lazzeri. That's a fly ball, and Willie Mays makes an absolutely fabulous running catch to right center field, robbing Lazzeri of extra bases. How Mays got to that ball was incredible. We go to the top of the third, still scoreless here in the Bronx. Due up for the Giants, Holler, and Pagan, excuse me. Chuck Hiller. The Giants second baseman batted 276, 3 home runs, 48 runs driven in, 290 off right-handed pitching. Urban Shocker gets a sign from Pat Collins. Here's the pitch to Hiller. Hiller swings and he singles to right center field. That's the first hit of the ball game for either team. Lou Gehrig will hold him on. Hiller 5 out of 10 base running ability. And here comes the catcher, Tom Holler. Holler batted 261, 18 round trippers, 55 runs driven in, 283 off right-handed pitching in 1962. 4 out of 10 bunter, 3 out of 10 hit and run. Another left-handed batter here. On deck is Jose Pagan. Holler's ready to swing away. Here's the pitch by Shocker. Holler swings, grounded to Lazzeri. His only plays the Gehrig at first, as he had to go into the hole and backhand it. Advancing to second on the fielder's choice is Hiller. So 1 out. Hiller's in scoring position for the number 9 batter, Jose Pagan. Pagan batted 259, 7 home runs, 57 runs batted in, 251 off right-handed pitching in 1962. Chance for an RBI here for Pagan. Give the Giants an early lead. Collins pounds the mitt. Sets the target. Here's the pitch by Shocker. Pagan swings and he singles. That's going to be a double! He doubles to right center field. Scoring from second base is Hiller. 1-0 Giants. So Pagan comes through with the 1-out double. Top of the order, Harvey Keene. He's 0 for 1. Pagan, good speed at second base, 7 out of 10 base running ability. Shocker looks back towards second. Lazeri cheats towards the bag, trying to keep Pagan closer to the bag. Shocker now looks in at Collins. Here's the pitch to Keene. Keene swings, and that's a double to right field off the wall. Another run scores. 2-0 Giants. So the Giants strike first here in the third inning. On back-to-back doubles, they now lead the 27 Yankees 2-0. With 1 out, Keene's at second, and Felipe Alou comes to the plate. Alou's 0 for 1 today. Again, Lazeri bluffs towards the bag to keep Keene close. Here's the pitch to Felipe. Felipe swings, deep fly ball to right. Ruth makes the catch, and tagging up and going to third is Keene as Ruth fires the ball back into Tony Lazeri. So there's 2 outs, runner at third, and here's the say hey kid, Willie Mays. Mays is 0 for 1. Keene 90 feet away, and the Giants taking a 3-0 lead. Pat Collins flashes the fingers. Urban Shocker nods his head. Here's the pitch to Mays. Mays swings, it's a pop up to short. Koenig makes the play, side retired. But the Giants score 2 as we go to the bottom of the third. The 62 Giants 2, the 27 Yankees nothing. Due up for New York, Pasquale, Dugan, and Collins. Ben Pasquale steps to the plate, batting .222. In this replay, no home runs, 4 runs driven in. In 1927, he batted .317, 2 home runs, 16 runs driven in, .309 off right-handed pitching. Marichal with the big leg kick. Here's the pitch to Pasquale. Fly ball to Mays. He makes the catch in left center field. 1 down. Here comes the third baseman, Joe Dugan. Dugan batting .261 in the replay, 2 RBIs, no home runs. In 1927, Joe Dugan batted .269, 2 home runs, 43 runs driven in, .264 off right-handed pitching. Marichal takes a deep breath, looks in at Haller. He's ready. Here's the pitch to Dugan. Fly ball to Keene in left center field, and he makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down. Here's the number 9 batter, the catcher, Pat Collins. Pat Collins batting .211 in this retro replay. No home runs, 1 RBI. In actuality, .275, 7 round trippers, 36 runs driven in. .266 off right-handed pitching in 1927. Marichal's looking for another 1-2-3 inning here. Haller sets the target. Here's the pitch to Collins. Collins drives it down the left field line. Keene on the run. He's got a 45% chance of making a diving catch. We're going to say yes. And Keene cannot make the catch. But he's somehow able to hold Collins to a single. That's the first hit of the game for the Yankees. And here comes Earl Combs. Combs again riding a 13-game hitting streak. He was 0 for 1 in his first at-bat. Collins 4 out of 10 base running ability at first. Cepeda holding him on. Marichal looks to Cepeda. Now in at Haller. Here's the pitch to Combs. And he strikes out Combs. Side retired. We go to the top of the fourth. The Giants still lead the Yankees 2-0. Due up for the 1962 Giants. The baby bull Orlando Cepeda, then Stretch McCovey and Jim Davenport. So here's Cepeda, Giants first baseman, 0 for 1. Right-handed batter, he digs in, looking for a pitch he can grip and rip. He had 35 home runs in 1962. Shocker gets a sign from Collins. Here's the pitch. Cepeda swings and he singles to left field. Gehrig will hold on Orlando Cepeda, his counterpart. Cepeda 5 out of 10 base running ability. Here comes Stretch, Willie McCovey. McCovey's 0 for 1. 27 Yankees want to turn 2 up the middle with Koenig and Lazeri. We're going to play hit and run with Cepeda at first and McCovey at the plate. Here's the pitch by Shocker. Hit and runs on. It's a deep fly ball to Ruth. He makes the catch near the right field line. Retreating back to first base is Cepeda. So 1 down on the failed hit and run. Cepeda at first, and here comes Jim Davenport. He's 0 for 1. Again, Shocker looks to first. Gehrig holding Cepeda on. Now in at Collins. Here is the pitch to Davenport. Davenport lines out to the lunging Lazzeri. And quickly getting back to the first base bag, diving head first to Cepeda. So there's 2 down. Runner at first for Chuck Hiller. The Giants' second baseman is 1 for 1. He singled in the 3rd inning. Again, Shocker looks to Gehrig at first. Now in towards the plate. Here's the pitch to Hiller. No! He throws to first. Cepeda gets back. Gehrig put the tag on him, but it was too late. Ball goes back to Shocker on the mound. Rubs it up a bit. Puts it back in his glove. Now he's back up on the hill. He toes that rubber. Looks in at Collins. He sets and delivers. Hiller swings. And what happened there? Oh, Hiller swings. Collins fires down to first. Cepeda just got back in time safely. Actually, they're not calling it a swing. They're saying it's a check swing. So that's a ball 1 to Hiller. So 1 ball, no strikes. They're very concerned with Cepeda at first with 2 outs. Yankees trailing 2-0. Gehrig holding on. The windup and the pitch. Hiller swings, fly ball to right field. Ruth makes the catch, side retired. We go to the bottom of the 4th. The 1962 New York Giants, led by Juan Marichal out on the mound, 2. The 27 New York Yankees, led by Murderers Row, 0. Let me quickly go to chat. We have Mike McAllister. How are you? How are you feeling, my friend? Hope you're feeling good. And he said, Mike McAllister says, let's go Giants. They're up 2-0 there. 2 up for the Yankees. Koenig, Gehrig, and Ruth to face Juan Marichal. Marichal's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Koenig. Fly ball to Willie Mays in right center field. He makes the catch, 1 down. Here comes the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. He's 0 for 1. He fly deep to right in the 1st. Digs in that left-hander's batter's box. He's looking for a pitch he can drive out of Yankee Stadium. Holler pounds the mitt. Sets the target. Here's the pitch to Gehrig. Gehrig swings and goes the other way, and it's a hustle double for Lou Gehrig as he hits the ball into left field. Keane had a little trouble getting to it, and Gehrig just continued around first base to second. The Iron Horse shows his hustling ability. So 1 out, Gehrig in scoring position for the Bambino, the Sultan Squat, Babe Ruth. Ruth is 0 for 1. Pop to first in the 2nd. 1 swing of the bat, and the Bambino can tie it up here. Marichal looks back towards second. Pagan cheats towards the bag, trying to keep Gehrig close. Now in at Holler. Here's the pitch to Ruth. Ruth swings and lines a 1-hopper to Pagan. He fired to Cepeda for the out. I thought he caught it, but the umpire quickly signaled safe. It was a trap, and he fired to Cepeda to get Ruth. Hello, Clinton Parks in the chat. As he gives us a Celtics update. He says Celtics 110, Dallas 106, 16 in a row. This is an amazing team. Yes, it is. I haven't watched them because the first 2 games I watched, they lost. Now they've won 16 in a row. So, Mike McAllister. Oh, I don't like to hear this, Mike. Just says to let you all know I had a bad heart attack Saturday night. We put 2 stints in just weak, but I will make it. Of course you're going to make it. You're going to make it, my friend, and prayers and thoughts go out to you, Mike. As Clinton Park says, be careful, Mike, and slow down. Those are words of wisdom from Clinton Parks. We're all going to pray for you, Mike. We're all going to pray for you. We all love you, man. You gotta be here. Keep us in line. It'll be okay, Mike. Just listen to your doctor and your loved ones. Take it easy, my friend. Alright. So 2 outs. Gehrig at second. And Bob Musil comes to the plate. And he's 0 for 1. Musil struck out in the second inning. Again. Marichal looks back towards second. In at Haller. Here's the pitch to Musil. Musil swings and he singles into left field, and scoring from second base is Gehrig as he was off on contact. And the Yankees have cut the Giants' lead in half. It's now 2-1 on the 2-out RBI single by Bob Musil. Musil, a very good base runner, 8 out of 10 base running ability, will be held on first base by Orlando Cepeda. And here comes Tony Lazzeri. Lazzeri is 0 for 1. He flied very deep to right center field. Marichal looks to Cepeda at first. Here's the pitch to Lazzeri. Lazzeri grounds it to Cepeda. He steps on the bag himself, side retired, but the Yankees get on the board. We go to the top of the 5th. The 1962 San Francisco Giants 2. The 1927 Yankees in Murderers Row 1. Due up for the 62 Giants in the top of the 5th. Haller, Pagan in the top of the order. Harvey Keene. As Mike McAllister in the chat says, okay, let the Giants beat those Yankees. I'm trying my best. I'm managing the Giants. So here comes Haller. Giants catcher, he's 0 for 1. He grounded to second on the fielder's choice as they forced out Hiller. Left-handed batter. Shocker's ready to work. Here's the pitch. And Haller goes down on strike. Swing and a miss. Slider got him on the 0-2 count. So 1 down, and here comes Jose Pagan. He's 1 for 1. He doubled to right center, knocking in Hiller. Gave the Giants a 1-0 lead at the time. And then he scored on the Keene double. So 1 out, no one on. Pagan's going to attempt the bunt base hit here. Here's the pitch by Shocker. Pagan puts down the bunt, but it rolls foul. Counts now 0 balls, 2 strikes on Pagan. Collins flashes the signs. Shocker nods his head. He sets and delivers. Pagan swings and grounds it into right field. And a hustle double for Pagan. No, they're going to say a single and an error on Babe Ruth. So that little bobble by Babe Ruth, they're going to give an error. They're not going to give Pagan a double. So a single and a 1-base error, E9 on the Bambino. So Pagan's in scoring position with 1 out. Here comes Harvey Keene. Keene's 1 for 2. Flied out in the first and doubled in the third, knocking in Pagan. At the time, gave the Giants a 2-0 lead. It's now 2-1. Harvey Keene's and once again making a 2-run lead. The base hit. Pagan, a very good base runner, 7 out of 10. He's on second base in scoring position. Collins sets the target. Here's the pitch to Keene. Keene singles to right center field. We have a 71% chance of scoring Pagan. And we're going to send him. And we're going to hold Keene at first. Here's the throw to the plate. What happened there? The run scores. Pagan is safe, and a throwing error, wow, by Babe Ruth, and Keene goes all the way to third. It's now 3-1, so the Bambino has 2 errors out and right here in the top of the 5th. Giants once again have a 2-run lead, and here comes Felipe Alou. Alou, the right fielder, is 0 for 2. He has grounded out and flown very deep down the right field line. Keene 90 feet away from scoring another run for the Giants. Here's the pitch to Alou. He swings, grounds it to Dugan. Send Keene home, safe chance, 71%. We're going to send Keene home. They throw to first, and they get the out. But Keene scores on the contact play. It's now 4-1 Giants. Alou will be credited with an RBI. So 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes a say hey kid, Willie Mays. Mays is 0 for 2. He has flown out to shallow left and popped out to short. Shocker glares in at Collins. Nods his head. Here's the pitch to Mays. Mays pops it up behind the plate. And Collins makes the catch up against the screen side. Retired, but the Giants put 2 on the board. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 4-1. The 1962 San Francisco Giants over the 2070 Yankees. Due up for New York. Pasquale, Dugan, and Collins. This score should make Mike McAllister in the chat very happy. So here's Pasquale. He's 0 for 1. Fly deep to left center in the 3rd inning. Juan Marichal back out on the hill. Marichal's thrown 51 pitches. He's good for 135. He nods his head. The big windup in leg kick. Here's the pitch to Pasquale. Ground ball to Pagani. Charges in, throws the first. Not in time. Infield hit for Pasquale. The Yankees looking to get something started here. Runner at first. Cepeda holding Pasquale on. Pasquale 7 out of 10 base running abilities. Here's the 3rd baseman, Joe Dugan. Joe Dugan is 0 for 1. Fly deep to left center. The Giants will try to turn 2 up the middle with Pagan and Hiller. Dugan, an excellent hit and run man, 8 out of 10. Also an excellent bunter, 10 out of 10. But I don't think they'll be sacrificing down by 3. Marichal looks to first. Now in at the catcher. Here's the pitch to Dugan. Fly ball to Keene down the corner. He makes the catch in left field. Nice running catch by Harvey Keene. And we have Glenn Perot in the chat. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us. How was your Monday? So 1 down, 1 on. 4-1 Giants. Bottom of the 5th. And here comes the catcher, Pat Collins. He's 1 for 1. Collins singled in the 3rd. Marichal works quickly. Here's the pitch. Collins swings. Marichal, Hiller, Cepeda, double play. Side retired. Nice turn by Marichal. So we go to the top of the 6th. 4-1 Giants due up for the 62 Giants. The baby bull Cepeda, Stretch McCovey, and Jim Davenport. Orlando Cepeda 1 for 2. He has struck out and singled. Irvin Shocker back out on the mound. 62 pitches, good for 140. He's given up 4 runs on 6 hits. The Yankees have committed 2 errors, both by Babe Ruth at right field. Glenn Perot says, my dad was a huge New York Giants fan. How did he feel when they moved to San Francisco? Did he still follow them after, Glenn? Or did he become a Mets fan? J.W. Flux in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for joining us. He says, hey, fellas, beat those damn Yankees. So here's Cepeda, 1 for 2. Shocker gets a sign from Collins. Here's the pitch. Cepeda grounds a Shocker who fires to Gehrig, 1 down. Willie McCovey's 0 for 2. Stretch has grounded out and flied out. Short left field porch here in Yankee Stadium. McCovey would love to send one that way. Glenn Perot in the chat says his dad was a big New York Giants fan, and when they moved, I asked him, did he become a Mets fan? He said he became a Mets fan. He never got over it. When the Giants left, yeah, a lot of people were like that. Alright, so Stretch McCovey at the plate, left-handed batter. 1 out, no one on. Shocker gets a sign from Collins. Here's the pitch to McCovey. McCovey swings and singles to right field. So 1 out, 1 on. 3rd baseman Jim Davenport comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He has struck out and lined to second. Lazzeri robbed him of a hit in the 4th. Shocker looks to first. Gehrig holding McCovey on. Now in at Collins. Here's the pitch to Davenport. And that's a walk. So 1st and 2nd, 1 out. Collins goes out to the mound to have a quick word with Shocker. Now back behind the plate. And they're ready to face Chuck Hiller. The 2nd baseman's 1 for 2. singled in the third, flew deep to right in the fourth. RBI opportunity here for Hiller, the left-handed batter. Hiller batted .290 off right-handed pitching. Shocker nods his head. Collins sets the target. Here's the pitch to Hiller. Hiller swings and he lines out to Shocker, who quickly fires to Garrett, but diving back in time is Davenport. Nice play by Shocker. Unbelievable catch. Might have been in self-defense, but he made the catch on the line drive. So 2 outs, 2 on. 4-1 Giants here in the top of the 6th. And here comes the catcher, Tom Holler. Tom Holler's 0 for 2. He is grounded out and struck out. Actually grounded into a fielder's choice. Hiller was forced out. He has an RBI opportunity here. McCovey at second, Davenport at first. Both runners will be off on contact. Here's the pitch to Holler. Holler swings, and he lines out to Babe Ruth. Side retired. The Giants threaten, but do not score any more runs. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The 1962 San Francisco Giants and Juan Marichal 4. The 27 Yankees and Murderers Row 1. 2 up for the Yankees in 1927. The top of the order, Earl Combs. Then you have Koenig and Lou Gehrig. If anyone gets on, the Bambino, Babe Ruth in the chat. We have ID Gesture. How are you, my friend? He had a couple of streams tonight that I was lucky enough to catch some of. Check out his channel. That's ID Gesture. That's always a lot of fun. And we have JW Flux. Check out his channel. That's fun too. That's JW Flux. So check out those channels. A lot of fun stuff there. So Earl Combs, Yankee center fielder, 0 for 2 today. In danger of losing his he has a 13-game hitting streak, would like to extend it. He has flown out deep and struck out. Marichal, back up on the hill, toes the rubber, looks in at Holler. Here's the pitch to the left-hand batting Combs. And that is a single to right. He gets his hitting streak up to 14 games now. 96% chance of stealing second. Marichal throws over. Combs is out! Marichal picks him off as Cepeda applies the quick tag. So after the single, he is erased on the pickoff by Juan Marichal. What a play! To the moans and groans of the Yankee fans here in the Bronx. As JW Flux is nice. And before that, Glenn Perot in the chat says, but trust me, if he was alive and watching this, he'd still root for the Giants. He hated the Yankees. Well, he's watching from somewhere up in heaven, my friend. So here comes Koenig. Koenig is 0 for 2, the Yankee shortstop. He has struggled in this replay project. Only 172 with 5 RBIs. He has flown very deep down the left field line, then he flew very deep to right center. He's been hitting the ball hard, just not getting the results. So 1 out, no one on. Here's the pitch to Koenig. And he singles the other way. He goes the opposite way, singles the left. So how big was that pickoff by Juan Marichal? Instead of having first and second, no outs, it's man at first with 1 out. Double play gets you out of the inning. Pagan and Hiller will pinch that middle, trying to turn 2. Pitcher's best friend. But here comes Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horse. 1 for 2. Probably one of the most beloved baseball players in history. Lou Gehrig. He has flown very deep to right and doubled in the 4th. One swing of the bat can bring the Yankees to within 1 run. Cepeda holding Koenig on at first. Marichal looks to first. Now in at Holler. Here's the pitch to the Iron Horse. Gehrig swings and misses. He goes down on strikes. And now here comes the Bambino, Babe Ruth. He's 0 for 2 with 2 errors. The score is 4-1. As Blade 117's jump back in the chat. Check out his channel. He has a nice channel. Some stop action action short movies. They're kind of fun using Lego. Alright, 2 outs, 2 on. Here's the Bambino 0 for 2. He has popped out and grounded out. Looking to make amends here, right now, bottom of the 6th. Cepeda holding Koenig on in first. Marichal looks to Cepeda, now in at Holler. Here's the pitch to the Sultan of SWAT. The ball gets by Holler, and Koenig advances to second. He's now in scoring position for the Bambino. It counts 2 balls, 2 strikes for Ruth. Pass ball. So that will be on the catcher, Holler. Holler's ready again, squats down, pounds the mitt, sets the target. The big leg kick by Marichal. Ruth swings and singles up the middle, and scoring from second base, and making it 4-2 is Koenig. So Babe Ruth knocks in a run with 2 outs. It's cut the lead in half, and here comes Bob Busel, the Yankees left fielder. He's 1 for 2. He struck out in the second and singled in the fourth, knocking in Gehrig. Looking for another RBI. If you're thinking one swing of the bat to tie this ball game up, Busel had 8 home runs in 1927 to go along with his 103 runs batted in. Marichal up to 78 pitches. He's good for 135. Cepeda holding Ruth on. He's a 5 out of 10 base running ability. Here's the pitch to Busel. And it's a grounder. Pagani flips to Hiller for the force out at second. Side retired, but the Yankees do get another run on the board. We go to the top of the 7th. The 1962 San Francisco Giants 4. The 1927 Yankees 2. Due up for the Giants, the number 9 batter, the shortstop Pagan. And on the top of the order, Harvey Keene and Felipe Alou. Felipe Alou played in the International League for the Springfield, Massachusetts Giants, who played at Pinchin Park. Just a little fact that I know. So here comes Jose Pagan. He's having quite a day. 2 for 2. He doubled in the 3rd, knocking in Hiller. Then he singled in the 5th, advancing to second on the error by Babe Ruth. Urban Shocker back out on the mound. 81 pitches, good for 140. He's ready to work. He gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Pagan. That's a fly ball to shallow right. Ruth comes in and makes the catch. 1 down. Top of the order, Harvey Keene. Harvey Keene would go on to manage the Milwaukee Brewers, better known as Harvey's Wallbangers, and would lead them to the American League pennant in 1982. They would lose to the St. Louis Cardinals in 7, a very good World Series. Keene's 2 for 3. He has flown out. He has doubled, knocking in Pagan, and singled, knocking in Pagan. He has knocked in Pagan twice. So he's 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. 1 out, no one on. Here's the pitch to Keene. Ground ball to Dugan, who fires to Gehrig. 2 down. 4-2. Top of the 7th. 2 outs. Bases empty for Felipe Alou. Alou is 0 for 3. He digs in, looking for a pitch he can grip and rip. Wants to extend this inning. Collins sets the target. Shocker's ready. Here's the pitch. Alou swings, grounds to Dugan, over to Gehrig. Side retired. Couple of hard-hit balls to the hot corner that Dugan handled. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 4-2 Giants. Due up for the 1927 Yankees, Tony Lazzeri, Ben Pasquale, and Dugan, the 3rd baseman. Tony Lazzeri struggled mightily in this replay project. Lazzeri batting .125, 2 home runs, 5 runs knocked in. Quickly go to the chat. As Blade117 says, I'm rooting for the Yankees. He's a Yankee fan. That's okay. ID Gesture. Is this the 2017 edition of Action Sports? Yes, for baseball it is ID Gesture. Yes, it is. It's the only, this was the first game I bought from Action Sports. Actually, no, I lied. That's wrong. I'm incorrect. Football was, I have both. I bought the 2016, then I upgraded to 2017 football, and then I bought the baseball. I like action sports, as if anyone's watched the channel, they know. Glenn Perot says, I actually broke out the app of football before and played all-time Giants against the all-time Vikings. Fun game. Oh, give us an update on that. Who won? Give us a little summary. Was Fran Tarkenton the quarterback for the all-time Vikings? He better be. So here's Lazeri, 0 for 2, looking to get something started here in the bottom of the 7th. Marichal up to 81 pitches. Good for 135. Still looks very strong. He's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Lazeri. It's a pop-up behind the plate. Holler rushes back, but it's foul and out of play. It counts now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lazeri in the hole. Marichal takes a deep breath. The big wind-up in leg kick. Lazeri swings and misses. 1 down. Off-speed pitch fooled him. So 1 out, no one on. Here comes Ben Pasquale. 1 for 2. He is flown out and singled. It was a single of the infield variety. He beat the ball out. Slow roller to Pagano short. Holler sets the target. Here's the pitch to Pasquale. Deep fly ball to center field. Willie Mays back at the track, makes the catch right in front of the wall. Willie Mays just absolutely outstanding in center field to say, hey kid. So 2 down, no one on, and here comes Joe Dugan, the third baseman. Handled a couple of hard hit balls to the hot corner in the top of the 7th. Needs to get something started here. Wants to extend this inning. 2 outs, no one on. Marichal's ready. Here's the pitch to Dugan. Slow grounder to Pagani, fires to Cepeda, and they just get him side retired. We go to the top of the 8th. The Giants are up by 2 as they lead the Yankees 4-2. 2 up for the 62 San Francisco Giants. A say hey kid, Willie Mays. Then the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. And stretch, Willie McCovey, the designated hitter. The update from Glenn Perot in the chat. He played an APA football game, all-time Giants against the all-time Vikings. Fran Tarkenton, he says, of course, started for the Vikings. Excellent. And Charlie Connerly for the Giants. And the Giants won in a thriller, 23-17. What were Tarkenton's stats, if you remember? All right, so let's go to the top of the 8th. Here's Willie Mays, 0 for 3. Here's the pitch by Shocker. And Mays lines deep. Down the left field corner, Musial makes the running catch, 1 down. Here's the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. He's 1 for 3. Struck out, singled, and grounded out. Cepeda had 35 home runs in 62. Shocker up to 92 pitches. He's good for 140. Collins wiggles the fingers. Shocker nods his head. Here's the pitch to the baby bull. Another fly ball to the corner deep and left, and another catch by Musial. So he's been busy out in left field. 2 down. No one on for stretch. Willie McCovey. McCovey's 1 for 3, the designated hitter. He has grounded out, flown out, and singled his last at-bat. Shocker looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Collins sets the target. Here's the pitch by Shocker. McCovey swings, and that ball goes returned to center, right back up the box. He has a 2-out single. So McCovey's on. Garrett holding McCovey on. 42 Giants, and here comes Jim Davenport. The Giants' third baseman's 0 for 2. McCovey will be off on contact. Shocker looks to Gehrig at first. In at Collins. He's ready. Here's the pitch to Davenport. A slow roller to Gehrig. He dives and quickly flips from the ground to Shocker. Side retired. Nice play by the Iron Horse at first. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Giants 4, 27 Yankees 2. 2 up for the Yankees of 1927. Collins in the top of the order. Combs and Koenig. If anyone gets on, Gehrig. Let's quickly go to chat. Glenn Perot gives us an update. He played APA football. All-time Giants against the all-time Vikings. Tarkenton versus Charlie Connerly. Giants won 23-17. I asked him about Tarkenton's stats. He says Tarkenton was 16-25, and 54 yards rushing. Nice. Glenn Perot, Giants linebackers. Listen to this. Sam Huff, Lawrence Taylor, and Brad Van Pelt, outstanding. J.W. Flux says this is going to get tense. Well, the Yankees got to get something rolling here. They're down 2. They got the lineup to do it. Now, if anyone's unfamiliar with this project of mine, this is the 1927 the 1927 Yankees take on all comers. And by all comers, it's the best pitchers I pick out. So they're playing a top-notch team, well, a top-notch pitcher every game. So that 6-7 is actually quite impressive. I mean, they're playing practically a Cy Young pitcher every game. So, and I'll be setting up a tournament in this also. And it's not going to be one and done either. This is going to be, I think we're going to go the first series with best out of 3, then best out of 5, so on and so forth. I think that's what we're going to get. Back to the chat before we go to the game. Glenn Perosa's Gifford had 105 yards and a touchdown. Frank Gifford, excellent running back, wide receiver for the Giants. So here comes Pat Collins. Collins is 1 for 2. He has singled and grounded out into a double play in the 5th. Juan Marichal, 89 pitches, good for 135. Collins digs in that right-hander's batter's box. Holler goes through the signs. Marichal nods his head. The big wind-up and leg kick. And Collins walks. And Benny Benoff will come into pinch run for Collins and stay in the catch most likely. Benoff, a very fast catcher. Benoff, 8 out of 10 base running ability. Only 18% chance of stealing second, but he's a very good base runner. Cepeda holding him on, and here comes Earl Combs. He's 1 for 3. He extended his hit streak his last at-bat with a single. Before that, he struck out and flew out. He represents a tying run at the plate. However, Combs only had 6 home runs in 1927. Giants are hoping to turn 2 with Pagan and Hiller up the middle. Marichal throws over. Benoff is back. He's already picked off a runner. He gets the ball back up on the hill. Again looks to Cepeda. Here's the pitch to Combs. It's a pop-up. Cepeda has it at first, 1 down. Nice pitch by Marichal. So 1 out, 1 on, and here comes Mark Koenig. 1 for 3. He singled on his last at-bat. Before that, he has flown out twice. Left-handed batter. Again, the Giants looking to get 2 for 1 and get out of the inning, get to the top of the 9th. 4-2. Giants over the Yankees, bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch to Koenig. And that's a single to left, so Koenig goes the opposite way, gets his second hit. So Benoff, a very good base runner at second. And you have Koenig at first, represents a tying run. And the go-ahead run is at the plate, the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. Gehrig 1 for 3. Again, probably one of the most beloved baseball players ever. Lou Gehrig. One of my favorite baseball players. 1 for 3. He has flown out. And doubled in the 4th, struck out in the 6th. Gehrig's going to look for a pitch. He can tee it high and let it fly. Holler goes out to the mound, has a quick word with Marichal. Cepeda meets him there. I believe Cepeda will help translate for Marichal. Meeting adjourned, players back to their respective positions. Cepeda to first, Holler back behind the plate. Marichal again takes that deep breath. He's facing the legend Lou Gehrig. A hush starts to come over the Yankee Stadium crowd. Gehrig very intense at the plate. Here's the pitch to the Iron Horse. And that ball is deep and gone! Lou Gehrig has just crushed that pitch to right center field. The Yankees take the lead 5-4 as that intensity turned into a smashing home run. And the Yankee fans go wild here in the Bronx. As Marichal is touched for 3 here on the 3-run blast by the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. The Yankees take the lead 5-4. Giants get bullpen action up. Marichal not very happy with himself. And here comes the Bambino, Babe Ruth. Ruth 1 for 3. He is popped out, grounded out, and singled, scoring Koenig in the 6th. The Yankees now have the lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Again, 3-run homer by Garrett. As Glenn Perot says, Iron Horse, FW Flux in the chest. Dope! All right, Marichal and the Giants got to shake this off now. Here's the pitch to the Bambino. Grounder to Hiller. He throws to Cepeda, 2 down. So here comes Bob Newsom, the left fielder, who's made a couple of really fine running catches into the left field corner. He's 1 for 3. He has struck out, singled, knocking in Gehrig, and then grounded into a force out of Ruth at second, ending the 6th. Newsom digs in. Here's the pitch by Juan Marichal. And he strikes him outside, retired, but the damage was done in a big way. The Iron Horse went boom. A 3-run blast to right center field, giving the Yankees the lead 5-4. We go to the top of the 9th. 2 up for the 1962 Giants. Hiller, Haller, and Pagan. Urban Shocker is still on the mound for the Yankees. And here's Hiller. Hiller batted .290 off right-handed pitching. He's a left-handed batter. He's 1 for 3 today. Singled, and he has flown deep in the 4th and lined to the pitcher in the 6th. Hiller will take. Here's the pitch by Shocker. Ball 1. He'll take again. Ball 2. Hiller will take until he gets a strike. Ball 3. Puts the bat in his shoulder. Strike 1. 3-1 count. Hiller in the driver's seat. Benoff is now catching. He came in to pinch run for Collins. Stays in to catch. You see if there's any. He's a very good defensive catcher. 8 out of 10 defense. Below average arm, though. And everything else is the same for the 2078. So 3-1 count. Again, Hiller's in the driver's seat. Benoff sets the target. Here's the pitch by Shocker. And that is a single to right. Tying run at first with no outs. So he got into a hitter's count and he ripped that pitch. Gehrig holding him on. Shocker up to 104 pitches here. Can the Giants rally and retake the lead here in the top of the 9th, here in the Bronx? Yankee fans hope not. Again, 104 pitches, good for 140. So here's Haller. 0 for 3, and I think Haller batted .261. I don't think we have anyone better on the bench, but let's just see. And in this replay project, anyone who played for the team's available. It's not a 25-man roster. It's everybody's available. And that's the way I play my tournaments, too. Everybody's available. So let's see who we have. Oh, we have Matty Alou, brother of Felipe, who also played, I believe, for the Springfield Giants, Springfield, Massachusetts Giants in the International League at Pitching Park. 306. I think we're going to go with Matty Alou. Matty Alou will come in to pinch hit. Off the bench, here's Matty Alou. 1962, 292. 3 home runs, 14 runs driven in. He had 195 at-bats. 8 out of 10 hit and run. Interesting. He'll be taking. Hiller's at first. Gehrig holding him on. Here's the pitch by Shocker. Ball 1. Shocker cannot find the strike zone. And the reason why I'm having them take now, 1, I'm down. And 2, if you look over here to the left, this is Urban Shocker 1927 stats. 41 walks, 35 strikeouts. He had more walks than strikeouts, which tells me he struggles at times with control. Again, Alou to take. Strike 1, 1-1 count, hit and run. Here's the pitch. Runners off, and Alou singles to left field. Going first to third is Hiller. So, Matty Alou comes through with the hit and run. He goes the other way to left. No outs, runners on the corners. The Yankees will play their infield in, and here comes Jose Pagan. Pagan, 7 out of 10 punter, but we're not going to squeeze with the infield in. They might pitch out on that anyway. 6 out of 10 hit and run. We don't want to run into an out. He's a very good defensive. Pagan's very good defensively. Let me just double check his defensive rating. Yeah, he's an 8 out of 10 at shortstop. I don't want to take him out of the game. And he's 2 for 3. He's having a good game. So Pagan will swing away here. He'll take. Here's the pitch by Shocker. Strike one. Shocker gets that off-speed pitch in there to get ahead in the count. No balls, 1 strike. Pagan will not keep the bat on his shoulders this time. He digs it. Benoff sets the target. Shocker sets and delivers. And Pagan works a walk. Bases are now loaded with no outs. The Giants are threatening to tie and retake the lead here in the top of the 9th. You have Hiller at 3rd, Matty Alou at 2nd, and Pagan at 1st. Again, the infield is in. The Yankees still have not changed Shocker out, but really their bullpen's not that good. And in 1927, pitchers pretty much pitched a lot. So, and here comes Harvey Keene. He's 2 for 4. He has flown to left center. Then he's doubled, knocking in Pagan. Then he's singled, knocking in Pagan. He has 2 RBIs. He's also grounded out, looking for his third. If he gets his 3rd RBI, it's tied. If he gets a 3rd and 4th RBI, the Giants go ahead. No outs. Infield drawn in for the Yankees. Keene will take. Strike 1. Shocker again. Slider at the knees. Keene didn't like that call. No balls, 1 strike, no place to put Harvey Keene. Benoff sets the target. Here's the pitch to Keene. And he singles to left. 1 run scores. That's a tie ball game. Alou has a 48% chance of scoring. We're going to say no. We're going to hold him. So Harvey Keene gets his 3rd RBI. We're tied up 5-5 at the top of the 9th. And Yankee fans are groaning and squirming in their seats. So after Lou Gehrig brings them all the way back and ahead with a 3-run blast in the bottom of the 8th, the Giants load the bases and tie the ball game up with a Harvey Keene single. Bases are still loaded, and here comes Matty Alou's brother, Felipe. He's 0 for 4. Again, the infield in for the 27 Yankees. Giants looking, at least for worst case scenario, deep fly ball to score Alou from 3rd. Felipe will take. Strike 1. Slider at the belt. No balls, 1 strike. No place to put Felipe Alou. Benoff goes through the signs. Shocker nods his head. He sets and delivers. And Alou walks. The go-ahead run scores. It's now 6-5 Giants. And here comes the say-hey kid, Willie Mays. A lot of moaning and groaning here by the Yankee fans in the Bronx. Again, the Giants play their infield in. The Yankees play their infield in. Giants are 1 hit away from breaking this game wide open. Mays will take. Ball 1, he'll take again. Ball 2. Mays just casually stands in the batter's box. Benoff pounding the mitt. He wants Shocker to throw a strike. He cannot. 3-0 count. Again, Mays casually stands in the batter's box. Again, Benoff pounding the mitt, imploring Shocker to throw a strike. And he finally does. At the knees. That was pretty much a flat slider. If he throws that again to Willie Mays, you're going to see a grand salami. So right now it's 6-5, top of the 9th, no outs. Giants in the lead, bases loaded. 3-1 count. A tremendous hitting count for Mays. Shocker takes a deep breath. Yankees infield in. Here's the pitch to the say-hey kid. He swings and grounds it foul down the left field line. So the count is now full. 3-2 count. No outs. Base is full of Giants. Benoff flashes the signs. Here's the pitch by Shocker. And Mays walks. Another run scores. It's 7-5. Shocker up to 125 pitches. Giants really can, if they can somehow get a hit here, this game's going to be blown wide open. Here comes the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda, 1 for 4. His 1 hit. came back in the 4th inning with a single. He'll take. Ball 1. He'll take again. Strike, 1-1 count. Now he's ready. He's ready now, and now the Yankees pull their infield back to normal, hoping to turn a double play. So they'll concede another run, a 4th run in this inning, and go down 3 to get the 2. So they're hoping Kone and Lazeri can turn 2 up the middle. Shocker takes a deep breath. Bases full of Giants. Here's the pitch to the baby bull. He flies deep to Musial left, and tagging up and scoring from third is Keane. It's now 8-5, and finally, the 27 Yankees. The 27 Yankees finally bring in a new pitcher. So runners on the corner, 1 out, 8-5 Giants. They get 4 runs here in the top of the 9th. And coming in to pitch, Joe Girard. And the reason why they don't want to go to their bullpen, I'll tell you why. Joe Girard's ERA in 27 innings pitched in 1927 was a whopping 8. He walked 19, struck out 10. Batting average he gave up, 336, so he was easy to hit. In the replay, he's been much better. He has 1 win. His earned run average is 1.5, which is tremendous. In 6 innings pitched, he's walked 5, struck out 4. Batting average against, below 100, .095. Yankee fans are hoping that trend continues. Lefty-lefty matchup here for William McCovey. McCovey's 2 for 4. RBI opportunity here for McCovey. McCovey has ground out, flown out, singled in the 6th, and singled in the 8th. Runners on the corner. Again, the Yankees want to turn 2 and get out of this. Get to the bottom of the 9th, only down 3. Here's the pitch by Girard. McCovey swings, ground ball to Girard. We're going to send Alou to the plate to try to keep this out of the double play. Here's Alou. They throw to the plate, and he is out. So Girard throws to Benoff, who puts the tag on Alou. There's 2 outs now. So Mays is at 2nd. McCovey's at 1st. And here comes Jim Davenport. Davenport's 0 for 3. Mays and McCovey will be off on contact. Davenport hit .306 against left-handed pitcher. Girard's ready to work. Here's the pitch. Davenport swings and flies out to Rude. Side retired, but the 1962 Giants get 4 runs in the top of the 9th and retake the lead 8-5 after the Lou Gehrig 3-run homer in the bottom of the 8th had given the Yankees a 5-4 lead. Let's quickly go to the chat before we go to the bottom of the 9th. We have Remember World War I. How are you, my friend? Thank you for joining us. And he wants to know, he typed something in that made JW Flex say yikes. I don't know if that's for the game or when he typed it, he deleted it. So he says, I want to know the stats on the pitcher. Okay, I will give you the stats on the pitcher before we start the bottom of the 9th here. Juan Marichal looking for the complete game victory. He's gone 8 innings so far, 9 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, 1 home run, 1 walk, 5 Ks. He gave up a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 8th to Lou Gehrig to put the Yankees ahead. But he now is the pitcher of record on the winning side due to the Giants scoring 4 runs at the top of the 9th. I don't know if we're going to let him pitch the 9th. We'll see in a moment. For the Yankees, Urban Shocker went 8 1/3, 11 hits, 8 runs, struggled with his control, 7 earned runs, no home runs, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. He threw 128 pitches. Girard came in to get the final 2 outs in the top of the 9th. The Yankees have committed 2 errors, both by Babe Ruth in right field. Oh, J.W. Flux says he said yikes in the 8 ERA. Oh yeah, it's bad, but he's actually, that guy has pitched well so far. Small sample size, but he's pitched well in that replay. So Marichal seems strong. 113 pitches, good for 135. He's gotten Lazeri 3 times, so we're going to let him pitch to Tony Lazeri. So the last-ditch hope for the Yankees in 1927 here at the bottom of the ninth will start with Lazzeri, then Pasquale, and Dugan. And we need a catcher, and the catcher is going to be, because we had Matty Alou pinch hit and a hit and run, worked to perfection. Our catcher is going to be Easy Ed Bailey. So Ed Bailey will come in to catch. He has a quick word with Marichal, goes back behind the plate, pounds him in, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Lazzeri. He's 0 for 3. Grounded to Marichal, and Marichal boots the ball. You don't want to start the inning off that way. That was a sure out. He booted the ball, and Lazzeri reaches on the error. And here comes Ben Pasquale. He's 1 for 3. Stu Miller getting ready in the pen. He had 19 saves in 1962. The lefties batted .326 off him, and this lineup is loaded. Well, you got Pasquale, Dugan, and Benoff, but after that you got Staners. We could go to him right now. Actually, Don Larson, who had 3 saves, former Yankee. Don Larson pitched a perfect game was it a perfect game or just a no-hitter in the World Series for the Yankees? I think it was a perfect game. Could have just been a no-hitter, I can be wrong. But anyway, he didn't give up a hit. So lefties only batted .210, righties .199, which is better than Stu Miller. So Larson and Miller warming up in the pen. This could be Marichal's last batter here. Giants looking to turn 2 up the middle of Pagan and Hiller. Cepeda is holding Lazzeri on. We might play behind him. Cepeda will play behind him because Lazzeri's run means nothing. Here's the pitch by Marichal. Grounder to Cepeda, and he takes it to the bag himself. So playing behind him gave him a little extra range to nab that ball before it went down the line. 1 down. Lazzeri advances a second on the fielder's choice. And here comes Dugan. Dugan's 0 for 3, so Marichal will stay in to face him. Marichal not even paying attention to Lazzeri. That run means nothing at second base. Dugan digs in. A high leg kick by Juan Marichal. Dugan strikes out. Goes down looking on the curve. So 2 outs. Juan Marichal 1 out away from a complete game victory. The 1962 Giants lead the 27 Yankees here in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs, 8-5. And it's up to Benny Benoff getting his first at bat. Pinch ran and came in to catch to keep this game alive. Benoff batted .247 in 1927. No home runs, 10 RBIs, and he only batted .246 off right-handed pitching. Again, Marichal takes that deep breath, looks in at Easy Ed Bailey, now doing the catching. Here's the pitch to Benoff, and that ball goes deep to center. Willie Mays in front of the track makes the catch. Ball game over. The 62 Giants rally in the top of the ninth with 4 runs to defeat the 27 Yankees 8-5. What a ball game, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's go to the box score and call it a stream. This was everything I expected and more. Juan Marichal gets the win. Urban Shocker the loss. And for the Yankees, Shocker in this replay has been not good. He's no wins, 3 losses. MVP of the game goes to Harvey Keene. We'll bring up the box score. Bear with me a moment. Go to OBS, get another window. Box score should be up in a moment. There it is. Before we go through the box score quickly, we're going to say thank you to everyone who's joined me in the chat. JW Flux, thank you very much. He says, but it might be the only no-hitter in a World Series game, come to think of it. Yeah, that's the only one that I know of, and it was a perfect game. Okay, I couldn't remember. I didn't want to look it up while I was playing. That's what I thought. I want to say thank you to Remember World War I. Yeah, no wins, 3 losses. Urban Shocker has not been good. So thank you to Remember World War I. Thank you to JW Flux. Check out his channel, JW Flux. He plays a lot of RPG games. And it's a fun channel. That's JW, capital J, capital W, space FLUX, Flux. Thank you to Glenn Perot. He says, great game. Thank you, Glenn. Glad you could be here. Always glad to see everybody. Just scroll up. Thank you to ID Gesture. I don't know if he's still here, but check out his channel, ID Gesture. Blade117, check out his channel. Fine young man. Mike McAllister, thank you very much. Let's all say a prayer for Mike McAllister. He had a heart attack over the weekend. And let's just keep our thoughts and prayers for Mike. And let's all hope he gets better soon. And he will. He will. Thank you to Clinton Parks. And that's everybody. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed this excellent game. The 1962 Giants defeat the 27 Yankees in Murderers Row, 8-5 in a thriller in the Bronx. Juan Marichal goes the distance, gets the win. 9 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned. 1 home run, that was a 3-run blast by Lou Gehrig to briefly put the Yankees ahead in the bottom of the 8th. He walked 1, struck out 6 through 125 pitches. Urban Shocker's struggles continue. He's now no wins, 3 losses in this replay project, where the Yankees take on the best pitchers of all time. He went 8 1/3, 11 hits, 8 runs, 7 of them earned. 4 walks, 3 strikeouts through 128 pitches. Joe Girard came in, pitched 2/3 of an inning, no runs, no hits. Go to the batting. Harvey Keene, player of the game, 3 for 5, 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs. He had a double. Felipe Alou, 0 for 4, but he had 2 RBIs. Walked once. So he had a sacrifice fly for an RBI, or possibly a ground out. He had an out that produced an RBI, and then I know he walked and produced an RBI. Willie Mays, 0 for 4 with an RBI. That came on a walk with bases loaded. Orlando Cepeda, 1 for 4 with an RBI. He struck out once. Willie McCovey, 2 for 5. Davenport, the third baseman, 0 for 4 with a walk and a K. Hiller, the second baseman, 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Holler, the catcher, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Matty Alou came off the bench, had a huge pinch hit and run, and he ended up scoring a run, and that was in the top of the 9th to help rally the Giants past the Yankees. Easy at Bailey came in a catch, did not hit, and Pagan, the shortstop, 2 for 3, 3 runs scored, an RBI, a walk, and a strikeout. In total for the victorious 1962 Giants, 37 at-bats, 8 runs, 11 hits, 8 RBIs, 4 walks, 3 Ks, 2 doubles. They left 15 runners on base, and the team batting average for this lineup was .297. For the for the 1927 New York Yankees, in defeat, Earl Combs, the center fielder, 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Mark Koenig, the shortstop, 2 for 4, 2 runs scored. Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horse, 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs. He struck out once, he doubled, and he had a 3-run blast, putting the Yankees briefly ahead in the bottom of the 8th. Babe Ruth, 1 for 4 with an RBI. Bob Musil, 1 for 4 with an RBI. He struck out twice. Lazzeri, 0 for 4. His struggles continue. He struck out. Batting average down to 121 now. Pasquale, 1 for 4. Dugan, 0 for 4 with a K. Collins, the catcher, 1 for 2 with a walk. Benoff came in to catch, a pinch run, he stayed in to catch. and he reached on an error. And he scored a run because he was a pinch runner on the Gehrig home run. So in the loss, the 27 Yankees, 35 at-bats, 5 runs, 9 hits, 5 RBIs, 1 walk. They struck out 6 times, had a double and a homer, left 10 runners on base. The team batting average was .236 for this game. Let's quickly go to the recap. In the third, San Francisco scored 2 runs on 3 hits. Jose Pagan doubled, scoring Hiller to take the lead 1-0. Harvey Keene doubled, scoring Pagan. San Francisco had a 2-0 lead. The Yankees scored in the fourth, 1 run on 2 hits. Musial singled in Gehrig, 2-1, San Francisco. In the fifth, once again, San Francisco scored 2 runs, 2 hits on 2 errors. Harvey Keene singled, scoring Pagan, 3-1 Giants. Felipe Alou hit a grounder, scoring the runner at third, made it 4-1 Giants. In the sixth, the Yankees struck back for a 1 run on 3 hits. Earl Combs singled. His hitting streak went to 14. Babe Ruth singled, scoring Koenig. It was 4-2 Giants. In the eighth, the Yankees rallied. 3 runs on 2 hits and a walk. Lou Gehrig hit a 3-run blast and put the Yankees out in front 5-4, and the Yankee fans in the Bronx thought we had a win. But then came the ninth inning. The Giants sent 9 batters to the plate, scoring 4 runs on 3 hits and 3 walks. Harvey Keene singled, scoring Hiller to tie the score, 5-5. Felipe Alou walked, made it 6-5 Giants. Willie Mays walked, made it 7-5 Giants. Orlando Cepeda sacked fly, made it 8-5 Giants, and that's how the game ended. Jose Pagan 2 for 3, a double and 3 runs scored. Harvey Keene 3 for 5, a double, 3 RBIs and 2 runs. Lou Gehrig 2 for 4, a double, a home run. It was a 3-run blast, 3 RBIs, 2 runs. Babe Ruth 1 for 4, 2 errors and an RBI. Juan Marichal, the complete game victory. Urban Shocker takes the loss. Once again, the 1962 Giants 8, the 1927 Yankees 5. In this Project Replay, the 1927 Yankees and Murderers Row take on all comers. Hopefully you'll come back and join me again. This is Al, Red Sox fan, saying thank you very much to everyone in the chat. Health, happiness. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye. God bless, and peace.